How's it going, everybody? It's Wally from Bentley's and Wally's Walk and Talk. See my speed limit sign? Let me back up a little bit. You gotta be careful on this side of the road. But that speed limit represents sometimes how I feel in life. When you're staring into the sun, it's hard to tell what's directly in front of you, right? Like that speed limit sign. Let me back up a little bit so the sun can kind of work its way down a little bit. Not so brilliant. How's that? Anyhow, I'm in the street here, so I better be careful. I don't want to get run over. So this sign, speed limit sign, represents sometimes, like today, how I feel in life, where you just can't get ahead, man. It's like I had an old friend. She died, believe it or not, from pancreatic cancer a long time ago, like in the 90s. She always said she feels like she can never get out from behind the 8-ball. And at the time I didn't understand what it was, and it was a pool reference, of course. You don't want to be behind the pool 8-ball, the pool table, the billiards 8-ball. And that sign is a perfect example of when you're traveling in life and you're walking into the sunlight, I guess, if you will, sunlight. You don't really get a chance to see much of that speed limit sign because you're trying to protect your eyes from the glare of the sun, right? And an example, here's another one. It's a lot better, but still, it's a work of art. That's what you should be able to see on the other sign. Speed limit 25. So, but you know, you got the sun to your back, and I think that's the reference point, that when you got the sun to your back, when you're traveling, it's so much easier when you got the sun to your back. Yeah, I know I said that 3 times like Beetlejuice, right? So I say it 3 times like, I want the sun to my back. Oh, 4 times. Because it gives you better traveling, man. Right? So when I'm getting ready to walk out the door for my walk, and I plugged my phone in, but I think my charger is staring into the sun because it didn't charge my phone. So now I'm using the GoPro Hero 4 Session, because my phone is pretty much dead. It's like 3%. And that's why, you know what? I don't have time to wait for my phone to charge up and find another charger and, well, you know, all that other good crud involved with charging a phone, my fruit phone. Like our speed limit here, I guess it's just a point of reference. I guess it's mostly just a suggestion speed limit. This one's not much better than any of the other ones. Maybe people just don't pay attention to the signs anymore, including government workers, because I know we got government workers that travel down this road or street, and they should be able to see that and say, whoa, that may need some pressure washing. Or not. We'll just ignore that like the rest of the stuff in our life. That's not important, because we're staring into the sun again. So I guess, to make a long story short, or not, let your travels occur with the sun to your back. How's that? You like that? And when you do walk into the sun, the sunlight, wear a good pair of sunglasses. Be alert. And if there's something that needs to be changed, make note of it. Maybe not a pencil or a piece of paper. I know that's old school. But you can make a mental note. And if you want to go super new school, you can make like a little voice recording like hero. Take a note, right? Or not. But I got the sun. I'm walking into the sun too here, so it's hard to be safe on the street and talk and walk and record, film. But I am making a note because it feels like lately, as an old dude, and rest in peace, one of my heroes, Hulk Hogan. My childhood best friend and his dad and I went to go see Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, Jimmy the Fly Snuka. Who else? I mean, this is like 1980 something. Could be like 1982, 80. Yeah, 1982-ish. Holy guacamole. Maybe 1983-ish. Let's just say 82 to be safe and conservative. So when we walked into that arena, we saw Hulk Hogan, and we were like, yeah, man. Got to see our hero, one of our heroes in life. And of course, that's been, you do the math, how many years ago? Now, dude, all those years walking with the sun in your eyes, how many speed limit signs do you think you missed? Because the sun was blasting your eyes with the sun rays. If you didn't have a good pair of sunglasses, it was brutal, I can promise you. So I guess to make your life's journey walking into the sun, I suggest a good pair of sunglasses to be safe. And what I do is I make a mental pair of sunglasses when I'm traveling, when I can't get, that peace of mind, or getting in a mind space of getting ahead, regardless of what the speed limit signs look like. I made a sun be to your back in all your journeys. That's a nice thing to say. Nice thing to think of. So this year we lost quite a few very important people, at least in my life. One of my aunts, she passed too. So there's a lot of loss in my life. But look at that speed limit. It's facing the sun, sideways kind of, sort of, I guess, to the east. Looks better than the other ones, huh? So maybe a sidewinder approach to the sun is a good idea too, where you're not being fully blasted face on by the sun. Oh well, I just figured I'd share that with you for under 10 minutes of wisdom with Wally, for Wally's walk and talk. He doesn't have Bentley today because Bentley's in Music City with Anna. And sometimes without him I feel like I'm in the middle of the crossroads. What do you do? I don't know. I know. Let your journey be with the sun to your back. Alright, peace out everybody. Love you.